Jesus' actions, even where he walked. In John 15, we are told that after the Last Supper, Jesus went out with his disciples across the Kidron Valley to where there was a garden. While the other Gospels omit this geographical detail, Jesus couldn't have gotten from the upper room to Gethsemane without crossing the Kidron Valley. John includes it by way of reinforcing Jesus' words about laying down his life of his own accord. It's an allusion to David's fleeing from his son, Absalom. Thus, while David crossed the Kidron Valley to escape death, David's greater son crossed it as part of laying down his life. Having crossed it, as the letter to the Hebrews tell us, Jesus offered prayers and supplications with loud cries and tears to the one who was able to save him from death. All of these were the acts of a human will, as was, "Still, not my will, but yours be done." Regarding Good Friday, as the great Swiss theologian Hans von Balthasar once asserted, it is to the cross that the Christian is challenged to follow his master. No path of redemption can make a detour around it. So, to conclude, I realize that as we climb this challenging peak of Lent together, we are beset on all sides by temptation and challenges to our discipline. It's not always easy. As I prayed and reflected this week about a fitting closing to this presentation, my first idea was I had a passage from Romans chapter 7, Paul's magnum opus, but then I came across something on a friend's Facebook page, which I think sums it up even better. It's a perfectly fitting closing, and it's from the former Archbishop of Canterbury, Rowan Williams. I'm quoting him now. It's important to remember that the word Lent itself comes from the Old English word for spring. It's not about feeling gloomy or for 40 days. It's not about making yourself miserable for 40 days. It's not even about giving things up for 40 days. Lent is springtime. It's preparing for that great climax of springtime, which is Easter, new life bursting through death. And as we prepare ourselves for Easter during these days, by prayer and by self-denial, what motivates us and what fills the horizon is not self-denial as an end in itself, but trying to sweep and clean the room of our own minds and hearts so that the new life really may have room to come in and take over and transform us at Easter. Thank you.
Thank you.